We're starting this late. Parts camera looks nice, almost better than the one. This is parts camera. Tiny screws. This slides up like this in the hole. Get that out first. Then you have access to the screen. Flip it over. Little ribbon cable. I already got the other one out. I'm changing the whole steel frame though on mine. It's broken. This is my camera, and that's how you get the whole lens thing out. There's tiny screws, and that's the order of everything, and don't break any cables. This thing's falling apart. I should make it blue. This case is in a lot better shape than mine. Hopefully it works. Gotta remember your silver screws and your black screws, which are bam, 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 bam. There's another longer silver screw underneath this board, and you gotta carefully pry up all this shit on the top and sneak it out. Then you can reuse the frame. Now there's 2 short silver screws and the rest are long. I marked the things on the other thing, but then you get your frame out, and I can put it back on this one. See, mine was all busted in the bottom. This one's in good shape. I'm shaking because I'm nervous. Too much coffee. Or we can just say we're an alcoholic, but we're not. But the board's good on here. All these little parts are still good. So I'll keep this camera around maybe. I was going to change this whole top piece too with the whole this whole thing. Mine's kind of worn out, but I probably won't. Because this whole big assembly, this whole thing is the control board. Goes into there. We're learning. We're learning. I almost messed up. There's another ribbon cable that goes underneath this bracket. It sandwiches between it. But already this thing's getting solid. We gotta put our long screw in. We got our black screws in. This assembly has to go in somewhere over here. This whole cable has to go down. Bracket goes last. Screen goes first. I think we got this. All these little this whole ribbon cable has these little posts. They're kind of like stuck on. You just got to push them down carefully. We're getting this though. Now I got to put the used screen on, and hopefully it still works. This is where our problem was. We had like water in here, but I think I fixed that. If not, I got this whole harness thing I can put on. It'll probably fix it with a board. Oh, I got to put my silver screws in. You see, this has to get left up. I got to pop my silver screws in. Yeah, I hope I didn't shock this one. I thought I felt a little zip, but I don't think so I did. With the 330 I had years ago, I got a video of it when I killed it. And that camera really wasn't even that bad of a shape, but I don't know what the hell I did to wreck it. Yeah, I shocked that one. And it never worked again. Alright, turns on, works, still beat the hell. I'm just going to touch this up a little bit. I got to get JB weld too, and this tab's broken on it. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at, but this thing is totally functional, but I still have to epoxy a tab on. I should really go get JB weld like now. I don't feel like it again because it's broken right over here. This tab is broken. Whoops, that thing. But it is a solid unit. Oh, that's plugged in. I'm just going to break it. Plugs right on. All functions work. Screen is good again. I didn't have to break that screen, but I did. Kind of pissed me off. But this, I reused the steel frame. Mine was busted over there. I could probably fix that. The other half is on here. And this camera really is not a bad camera. This needs the whole lens, but you know, these things are expensive, the lenses. And now I know how it comes apart. This thing is jammed in here bad, and the shutter is broken on it. See, it's funny, there is one in Hong Kong, a black one. It has BBA. This one has BBB on it. I don't know the difference. I don't know. AB, I don't know. Same markings on it and everything. I can get a lens for this for like 50 bucks on eBay, but then I can use a coupon and fix this thing. It'll be 100% then. Just with some cosmetic damage. I was going to touch that up. I still might do it. It freaking works. Feels so much more solid with that new frame. And then this camera would indeed work because this case is beautiful on it. Then I had to take out the lens on this because that was part of the, that goes over that. I didn't even know. And mine didn't come out only because It had a screen protector on it. I used a 3M clear bra. I'll probably try to polish this one though, with some plastic polish. That one's still good. So we learned camera repair. Yeah, I don't know how the hell we freaking mangled this thing, but we did. A little moisture, huh? Yeah. That's unfortunate. But that's the deal. I kind of want to find a lens for this. Or it's good for parts. Look how clean it is, man. This camera was not used as much as this camera was. This camera was used just thousands of times. On, off, on, off. Look at the buttons on it, man. They were just worn. This thing made money. Not only on the YouTubes, but on the Craigslist and whatnot. Taking pictures. Yeah, I like the blue though. I didn't really like the blue, but I like the blue better than silver. Blue's a nice color. Different. And it stands out. That's what I liked about the silver too. It stood out, but blue kind of stands out and it's still cool. And silver is, man, you know, black. I'm always misplacing this thing. There it is. Not the best camera in the world, but a pretty cool camera. And I still want to get another 330. They're out there used. Where's my 330? I kind of want to get another one. Hold on. There's my 330. Old classic. See, this one has a little scratch in the screen, but I don't care about it. You probably could get another screen for it. This thing is beautiful. I love my 330. Had one years ago and I broke it. I probably could have fixed it, but this is the one I shorted out. I had a problem with it. Well, no, I broke the screen and then I shorted it out. Something up top I touched right on here, and the camera just did not work. I don't know if they had a capacitor in it or something. That had to be discharged, but there it is. I like this one. Made in Japan. Yeah, I freaking wrecked that camera. Should have got two of them. Every time I find a nice camera that I like, I'm buying two. This, yeah, that camera, like a 330. They used to sell good cameras at big box stores, like wholesale stores. They don't do it anymore. They sell absolute garbage. They sell like Panasonic or something. I don't know how they are. It might be okay, but the freaking Canon cameras, man, they really just take a beating. And they keep on going. So that's what's a fan. So we pioneered something different and we were able to fix it. Which is awesome. I'm happy. Yeah, I still might get a thing for it. I thought this one was gonna have the springs and stuff. And I was gonna try to put the shutter back together, but it doesn't. Let's see if I pop it out. It doesn't have anything. They took it out. The freaking previous owner. They took it out. There's supposed to be springs in here. Like a spring that connects. I think there's supposed to be a spring that connects there to there. And there to there. And then you put the little pieces in. A little door. And then you snap this on last. And that's what keeps everything going. That's what keeps the little shutter door. And you power it on and off. This thing turns as it goes. And that's what shuts the shutter. But yeah, mine was broken because it fell when it still worked. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah, they knocked it off the tripod. That's the deal with that. That's the deal. Yeah, this thing is so jammed, it's stripped. They probably threw this thing, bam! Probably fell 10 feet, smashed on it. Maybe we'll still try to work on getting it loose, but it sounds like gears are stripped in there. Yeah. That's the deal, man. Camera is fixed, and that's a beat up freaking camera, but it works. I could have got one, $24, came with a battery and the lens. Everything was with the lens, but it was scratched. I probably should have bought it. This was $14, but this board on top, you know, you piece all this stuff out. You can sell these halves for $14 a piece or more. Then you get this board, you get that, you get the main board, you get the keypad, you know, you get the, some people want $20 and they buy it just for this battery door. You know, it won't match mine, but I can always paint it black, so I don't know how you want to look at it. Parts camera is good. I kind of wish I had never sold any of the other broken cameras I had and kept them as parts, like the 330. Oh, that's a 150. And for the record, I shorted this screen out. That was the original thing, and then it dried out and half it worked, and then I somehow took it apart, tried to like drain the liquid out of it. I think it was rubbing alcohol or something. I poured down the microphone and it actually broke up whatever was in there. I took this little foam gasket off. I just put a little bit of rubbing alcohol, but it ran down, ran into the screen, and that's what wrecked it. That was stupid of me. That was when I wasn't professional, and now I am. So, that's what broke it. Would have saved $14. Test, test, test.